Hello everybody, this is Fronto Boblin here, and welcome to race number 1 of the 2018 NASCAR Siemens National Series season. This is the Grand Tour 300 at the Daytona International Speedway under the lights. Oh yes, this race is going to be a good one. So there's not much else to say, so let's go over the starting grid for the race. Starting on the pole for today's race is number over 9,000 car Fronto Boblin, on the front row. Starting second is Hennet. Starting third is Christopher Bell. Fourth is Chase Elliott. Fifth is Dom Wazowski. Sixth is Ed Wood. Seventh is Kyle Larson. Eighth is Tyler Reddick. Ninth is Russell David. 10th is Joey Logano. 11th is Nia. 12th is Daniel Suarez. 13th is Ty Majeski, 14th is Eric Almirola, 15th is Elliott Sadler, 16th is Michael Annett, 17th is Justin Allgaier, 18th is Brandon Jones, 19th is Matt Tifft, 20th is Ty Dillon, 21st is Ryan Reed, 22nd is Cole Custer, 23rd is Vinnie Miller, 24th is Shane Lamb, 25th is Ryan Sieg, 26th is Ernie Irvin, 27th is Garrett Smithley, 28th is Winston Rimmer, 29th is Bob Hunter, 30th is Xander Mondi, 31st is Jeremy Clements, 32nd is Ross Chastain, and 33rd, dead last, is Mitch Bronson. So, interesting fact, I've actually had to do this a second time, the intro, because I messed up somehow. But anyways, let's now get the engines fired up, as we are set to go for racing at Daytona. This is going to be a very exciting race indeed. So the drivers are just going to cruise their way around the track for the opening lap. Yes, indeed. These drivers had an interesting qualifying session. And like I said earlier, I had to do this intro again because somehow I managed to mess up and forgot that there was 33 cars in the field, and somehow I got 23 cars. But we're good to go now, and we're set to go racing at Daytona. Yep. So we have Fronto Boblin making his first ever NASCAR Siemens National Series start. So it's going to be a bit weird for him. It's a bit weird seeing Fronto Boblin in NASCAR Siemens National Series, but he's here for good reason because of the two rookies at Daytona Motorsports. One of them here is Dom Wazowski, who did somewhat well in qualifying. This is Dom Wazowski's rookie debut here at Daytona, so it's going to be an interesting show from him. But of course, we also have the number 20 of Christopher Bell also making his rookie season debut. In fact, quite a few of these guys are making their rookie season debut. You know, we have, well, Chase Elliott, he's been here before, but, you know, we have Tyler Reddick. We have Nia, who's making her first start in NASCAR in general. And quite a few rookies in the back as well. You know, let's just circle the field. Ty Majeski. Michael Annett's been here before, though. Brandon Jones, now at JGR for the first time. And so on and so forth. We also have the slower guys back here, but you know, we have the manufacturer valve. Ooh, it looks like that the Toyota of Shane Lamb is starting alongside the Chevy of Ernie Irvin, who's coming out of retirement. Ernie Irvin's back here for the first time in years. But anyways, that's the field for you. Oh, Ty Dillon! Wow. Apparently, Ty Dillon has a problem before the race even starts. Oh, man, oh, man. You know, Ted actually chose or picked or predicted that Ty Dillon would win this race, but it looks like he's out of the race before the race has even started. But even so, here we come to the start-finish line. And the 2018 NASCAR Siemens National Series season is underway! Green flag is in the air, and Fronto Boblin already has a lead starting in the race, but Christopher Bell is hanging right behind him. Yep, the field is staying similar as of right now, but don't you worry. As soon as we get to speed, we're going to be seeing some action. Now, the clash here at Daytona was somewhat of a race, although the clash, not much really happened, because Truex managed to lead that entire race, although some say that the drivers here are a lot more equal, so we might see a lot more of a competition here in the Siemens National Series race. But we'll just have to see how exactly that turns out. However, this is a points race, so points matter, at least for the regulars. Fronto Boblin He's here, although Florento Bobbin isn't here for points, he's just here to train the two rookies, Domtron Wazowski and Russell David, the two rookies at Toban Motorsports. But meanwhile, the leading rookie for right now, leading series regular, is Christopher Bell. Already showing his talent, Christopher Bell is in second place here at Daytona. But Domtron Wazowski, however, he's also in his rookie season debut and doing somewhat well. And the same can be said about Mr. Tyler Reddick. Although here's Joey Logano, he's another guy out of the Cup Series, racing here just for the fun of it, or just to get some extra practice for the Daytona 500. And the same is the story for Kyle Larson. Oh, here comes Tyler Reddick on the inside of Domtron Wazowski. Interesting battle between the two Chev guys. Yep, Domtron's going to get shoved to the outside lane as Tyler Reddick is going to take the position for third place. And same can be said about Joey Logano, but here comes Kyle Larson. He looks like he has some speed off of the corner. Meanwhile, Henna and Chase Elliott are right behind them, so we'll have to see what those two can do. Meanwhile, well, there's a longer race in the clash, so there's a longer amount of time for stuff to happen. But Christopher Bell is doing his best to overtake Florento Bobbin, but technically, Christopher Bell doesn't have to be so fast. Oh, but he does in a way, because now Tyler Reddick has just overtaken him for position. That's interesting. Tyler Reddick now pulling up here with Kyle Larson, now in third place, and Henna looks like Henna is right behind him. Yep, Henna making his first NASCAR Siemens National Series start. But here comes Kyle Larson. It's not really, it's not that, rare to see Kyle Larson here in the Siemens National Series, and as you can see here, Kyle Larson now in second place, just behind Tyler Reddick. It looks like Kyle Larson might just try to overtake Reddick for position, although by the same time I might see Larson waiting to do so. It seems that the field is mostly single file going into this as this race has started out, so I'm not entirely sure what in the world might happen as the race progresses, but we'll have to see. Meanwhile, Henna here doing his absolute best in his first ever Siemens National start, of course, and yeah, you might wonder, well, why doesn't Henna have the rookie stripes? Well, just because he's been racing in NASCAR for years, so Henna don't need no rookie stripes. Oh, but here comes Chase Elliott below him. Chase Elliott in this race, and it looks like he's just going underneath Henna. That's going to give Chase Elliott the position. And here comes Joey Logano and Domtron Wazowski now making up positions. But however, Florento Bobbin, however, is still in the lead after so many laps. It looks like that these guys are going to have to try to overtake Florento Bobbin, although it's going to be hard because Florento Bobbin has lots and lots of skill from racing in NASCAR for years. In fact, Florento Bobbin is now starting to question why is he racing in NASCAR Siemens National Series, because, well, originally Florento Bobbin's idea was that he was going to get some extra power because Toban Motorsports in the Cup Series is not in the world's best state, so Florento Bobbin wants to get some characters here in the NASCAR Siemens National Series. Although so far Florento Bobbin has just led for most of the race, so I mean it's a good day for Florento Bobbin, but not such a super good day for the rest of well, I mean I tell a lie. Toban Motorsports is doing somewhat good. You know, Domtron Wazowski, he's up here, and there's Russell David just hanging back behind. And then here comes Edward though. He might do some stuff for position, but so far we're single file for the most part. No one. It seems that Tyler Reddick, however, we haven't talked about Tyler Reddick very much, but Tyler Reddick is doing his absolute best to catch up to Florento Bobbin, but Tyler Reddick is just not doing that good as of so far. So we'll have to see what Tyler Reddick will be able to do. He's trying his absolute best to try to overtake Florento Bobbin, but just can't seem to catch up to him. Oh, but here comes Chase Elliott. Looks like Chase Elliott's going to go underneath Tyler Reddick. Chase Elliott might just be the one to catch up to Florento Bobbin or not, as Chase Elliott doesn't have enough speed, and he gets boxed in, or boxed out, I mean. Here comes Joey Logano, now just getting in front of Domtron Wazowski. Logano here trying to keep position. Yeah. Although technically Logano isn't here racing for points. Technically, Tyler Reddick and Domtron Wazowski are first, second in the point standings, you know. Of course, drivers with blue banners don't race for points. They just race for fun. Or for experience or whatever. Yeah, mostly single file. No one's really trying to overtake each other, but that is the thing with plate racing. Drivers can stay single file for a long amount of time, and that seems to be the attitude of these drivers here. Everyone is trying to overtake. Look at Edward going on the low line. He's trying to power up and overtake these guys, but no one just seems to have the edge. Everyone seems very equal here, and everyone has remained single file for quite the amount of time. No one overtaking anybody. Wow. You know, some of us were expecting quite a few more overtakes compared to the Clash, but so far, Froito Bobbin has led every single lap. Here comes Christopher Bell going on the going underneath Edgewood. That's going to be for position in the point standings. But other than that, so far, Froito Bobbin has managed to lead every single lap. I mean, Froito Bobbin, he is a good plate racer, and he has won plate races in the past. But it seems that he's become so good to the point that no one is just able to overtake him. The big question is, can some of these guys do it? Or is Froito Bobbin just going to lead every single lap for the entire race? That is the question. So far, Froito Bobbin is doing it, and he's doing it well. But no one else can overtake him. Froito Bobbin, he's just that powerful. You know, Froito Bobbin, now he's beginning to like, why is he racing? He's like, why is he racing in the Siemens National Series? There is simply no contest. Froito Bobbin just has the edge over everyone else. Tyler Reddick, Chase Elliott, and Joey Logano, they're just hanging back. Like, you would think they would try to overtake him, but not happening so far. Tyler Reddick, we should mention that Tyler Reddick, this is his first ever NASCAR Siemens National Series race. Oh, but here comes Chase Elliott underneath him. We could see something happening now. Tyler Reddick, I was just about to say, he's doing quite well for his debut, but now he falls to the outside lane. That's going to give Chase Elliott the position. The same can be said about Joey Logano and Dom Tromozowski. That's going to put Dom Tromozowski as the leading series regular. So far, the race has been taken up by, you know, the leeches in a way. But yeah, now it's Cup drivers in top 3. Froito Bobbin, Chase Elliott, and Joey Logano. Kyle Larson's there as well. He's another guy out of the Cup Series. But Froito Bobbin still holding that position. Although we could see some stuff happening now. Chase Elliott, he's a pretty powerful driver. Oh, but here comes Joey Logano. Now Joey Logano's going to try to make the position. Here comes Joey Logano. Now up to second place on Froito Bobbin. And meanwhile, Dom Tromozowski, another Tobal Motorsports driver, he's now making his way up to third place. It's a good day for it's a good day for Russell. Russell. Well, actually, I don't know where Russell is. Where's Russell? Where is Russell David? Where is Mr. Oh, he's hanging back there. Russell David hanging back in 12th place. No worries. Froito Bobbin doesn't expect too much out of his drivers for their first race, but although we would expect some competition though. It looks like that Tyler Reddick now is coming back, and meanwhile Dom Tromozowski hanging behind Joey Logano. Well, it's not going to be the case, as Tyler Reddick is going to box in Dom Tromozowski for position. That's going to give the position back to Tyler Reddick as the leading series regular. Oh, but here comes Edgewood, though. Edgewood now another series regular here appearing. Same keeps it out. Christopher Bell. Man, Chase Hill has fallen all the way back in. Now Tyler Reddick is now working his way back up to the field. And now Tyler Reddick is back up to second place where he was earlier on. Indeed. Also, I should say, just to want to say, so by the way, in terms of the quality of the video, I noticed that the Clash, the quality of that was a bit lackluster. So I have tried to fix it for this video, although I did the best I possibly could. Anyways, here's Dom Tromozowski making position. Look at that, Dom Tromozowski. He's only in his first race and he's already showing his medal. Look at that. Dom Tromozowski is now just right behind his boss man, Froito Bobbin. Yes, indeed. Let's just mention that Dom Tromozowski wouldn't be here right now if it wasn't for Froito Bobbin. But now, Dom Tromozowski in a Tobal Motorsports car is now showing his worth, as he is now moving up to second and is now gaining ground on his boss, being Froito Bobbin himself. But anyways, also I should say that when I actually rendered the previous race in Sony Vegas, I actually accidentally set it to render in a different format, but hopefully now this video will render properly. But anyways, back to the race. But it looks like Dom Tromozowski's fame is short-lived. Looks like he's going to get boxed on the outside lane. That's going to give Joey Logano position along with Chase Elliott, Tyler Reddick, and Christopher Bell. Man. Although it's only early on in the race, we could see Dom try to make a comeback, but we'll see that race breakers. Oh, but then Joey Logano is going to get boxed by Chase Elliott. Chase Elliott moving the position. Although I will say, this is a very similar race to the Clash. Several guys jockeying for position for second place, but only one guy prevailing in first. You know, in the Clash it was Martin Truex Jr. And here it's Froito Bobbin. Look at that. Froito Bobbin. He is just a powerhouse right now. Froito Bobbin, he has so far led every single lap in the race. And who knows, Froito Bobbin could just lead every single lap in the race and win it. Although we could see a repeat situation of the Clash, as Chase Elliott is going to get boxed on the outside lane for Tyler Reddick once again. There have been several drivers that have been in second place in this race, but none of them have been able to close on Froito Bobbin. It is a bit of a shame, although this is a longer race in the Clash, so there is a longer period of time for something to happen in the race. It's really a question of when, though. Let's move up the field here. It looks like these are a bunch of back markers who might slow up the field. It depends on how quickly this pack catches up to the lapped pack. Who knows, maybe by then we'll see something happen, or maybe not, but we'll have to see, though. Who knows, if this field does catch up to these guys over here, which could happen, we could see something begin to happen. Meanwhile, everyone's still trading second place, but Froito Bobbin keeping his foot on the floor and still leading the race. Man, Froito Bobbin, he is just like Truex in the Clash, only with more, well, less opponents actually. Well, at least less opponents on his tail, you know. Of course, this race has more cars than the Clash. The Clash only had 16 cars, whereas this race has 33 cars. But even so, Froito Bobbin keeping his foot down and still leading. But now Edward, though, now the leading leading series regular, Edward indeed. Yep. Edward doing quite well for his first Siemens National Series race, you know. Actually, I remember seeing Henne up here earlier. Henne, he started second, then he fell back. Oh, but here comes Edward underneath Chase Elliott. It's quite an interesting race so far in a way, or at least it's been an interesting race for second, but for first place, Froito Bobbin has just held it, and easily as well. Dom Wazowski, however, he's on the inside lane. Looks like he's going to attempt to take third place once again from Chase Elliott. Yep, Chase Elliott's going to remain on the inside or on the outside lane. That just might give Dom Wazowski the position. Finally, they can get enough of a run, though. You know, Daytona is very reliant on runs, though. Like, if you don't have a run, then you're gonna get boxed in, and you're gonna get probably gonna fall all the way to the back. That what happened to Henne, though. I just realized Henne, he started this race in second and is now not even close, or not even in this pack. This really here, though, has been just a pack of cars that has just circled the track many times over. Trained that place for second. In fact, the guy behind these guys is Henne. Yeah, Henne has fallen out all the way back to 9th. He's back here with drivers like Daniel Suarez, Nia, Michael Annette, Russell David as well. Yeah, Russell David. He's not the best start, honestly. I mean, Russell David, he's doing his best to try to keep up with the field in his first ever NASCAR Siemens National Series start, but not quite doing it so well. Anyways, here comes Dom Wazowski, however. Domtron is going to now move Edward out of his way, and Domtron is going to take second place now. Look at that, Domtron. Indeed, Domtron, he's, like I said, he's only in his first race, and here he is up here in second. This is insane, honestly, you know. I mean, Domtron, he did take part in some of the preseason races, except we couldn't really see what Domtron could possibly do. But it looks like, oh, he might just lose the position here. That's going to give Christopher Bell the position along with Tyler Reddick. The two are exchanging spots once again. This is a crazy race, honestly. Well, I mean, it's a crazy race for second. Not necessarily a crazy race for first, though. This race for first has just been Froito Bobbin throughout the whole thing. Although, I mean, if these guys do catch up to the drivers who are just going slow, we could see a change for position of first place. We're gonna have to see, though. But so far, this race has just been Froito Bobbin and Froito Bobbin only in that first position. Holy moly. Although the end of the pack, though, is just going through to number 3. So, here's Edward now in second. Man, it's really a question, though, of who's going to be the highest finishing regular, you know? Will regular even be able to win this race, or is it going to be Froito Bobbin, the Cup guy, who wins it? We're going to have to see. So, as the race progresses, we are one lap to go to halfway in the race, you know? Of course, this would be the last leg of the Clash, but this isn't the Clash. This is the Grand Tour 300, guys. This is a long-ish race. But man, oh man. Although the guys in the back here, here's Xander Mondi in dead last. He's just passing through the... Yep! we could see some position changes. Yep, here comes the lead pack just going through turn number 3. Fairly soon they're going to be caught up on the absolute tail end of the field. Yeah. Although Ty Dillon looks like he has retired from the race before it even started. Wow. That is a disastrous start for Ty Dillon, you know. You know, Ted in the guide video, you know, Ted predicted that Ty Dillon would win this race, but not only is Ty Dillon not going to win the race, he's not even going to start the race. Ty Dillon has, he must have, well, we're going to see what type of problem that Ty Dillon had, but it looks like that Ty Dillon is going to be out of the race before it even started. That is depressing. But however, Bill picked Kyle Larson to win the race, and Kyle Larson, he could win the race, but he's gonna have to put his car together though, and that is not easy at Daytona. Certainly not. Although the lead pack, they are slowly but surely catching up to the end of the field. We could see something happen then, or not. Oh no, there they are. They're in sight now. The lead pack can see the back markers. This is going to be the part of the race where things are going to start happening, at least for the lead. Is this going to be the end of Froito Bobbin's lead, or is he going to push his way through the lap traffic and make it look as if they're not even there? They are in a pack though. Look at that. The end of the pack there. They are side by side. Oh, here comes Chase Elliott. Froito Bobbin gets boxed in. Chase Elliott's going to take the lead. Froito Bobbin, man, he was doing so well, but that's going to cost him the position, and it looks like that the top line is going to get held up by the top line of the lap guys. Meanwhile, the guys here on the bottom lane are trying their best to push their way through all the lap traffic. Man, oh man. Oh, Dom Wazowski, he's stuck on the outside lane. He's going to have to find some way to get to the inside lane and get around this pack of slow cars. But that's going to be the end of Froito Bobbin's lead for now, at least. Chase Elliott and Tyler Reddick are now in the 1-2. It's 1-2 for Junior Motorsports. And it looks like that they're slowly but surely pushing their way through this huge, massive pack of lapped cars who are just doing nothing for the most part. They're just here. They're not even doing anything. Oh, 3 wide. Looks like the number 191 of Xander Monday is doing stuff. Yeah. I'll just say I'm not the best when it comes to the Teddy Ryan racing names, yeah. But it looks like, man, it's kind of hard to see though. The lead cars are all boxed in. Christopher Bell's gonna go underneath Kyler Reddick to take second place away, but it looks like that the leader cars are being all separated from the lapped cars. Look at that, cars are starting to go a lap down. Bob Bunter, Shane Lamb, I think that's Garrett Smith in number 0. And now Chase Elliott's going to have to push his way through the Flex Seal guys along with Ryan Sieg and Matt Tifft. But it looks like that Chase Elliott... Oh, here comes Dom Wazowski. He made it. Wow, that's amazing from Dom Wazowski. But Chase Elliott, however, he is now making his way through the pack of slow cars. And now Chase Elliott is past the number 4 of Ross Chastain and Matt Tifft in the 2. And he's doing it well, I gotta say. Chase Elliott, he's doing it well. He's past Ross Chastain. And he's got Edward... Kyle Larson and Dom Drum right behind him. Now Dom Wazowski is the leading series regular. Actually, no, that's a lie. Edward is the leading series regular. Completely forgot that it was actually a contender, but you know that's why we have the different colored banners, you know, just so you can tell who's racing for points and who's not racing for points. But Edward, however, he is. Oh, but Edward's gonna get boxed in by Matt Tifft. Oh dear, that is a bad move on Edward's part. He's gonna get trapped behind Matt Tifft. But it looks like that the leaders, or at least some of them, have cleared the lead pack. It's now Chase Elliott, Kyle Larson, Dom Wazowski, and Christopher Bell. Now the top 4. 2 Cup regulars and 2 rookies making their debut. I gotta say, now this race has turned into quite the show. Froito Bobbin is lower leader. It's now Chase Elliott. Another very powerful driver, though. These drivers are going to have a whale of a run if they want to overtake Chase Elliott. But we're going to have to see what's going to happen. Meanwhile, Dom Wazowski, he's another one who actually managed to make his way through the pack. A very intelligent decision on Domtron's part, you know. Gotta remember this is Domtron's first race, and yet he's already making the steps to become the next best driver. Oh, here comes Dom Wazowski making another smart move. He's gonna go below Kyle Larson and up his position up to second place. That's going to put Domtron up to second place. Yeah. Although now that Froito Bobbin is no longer the leader, we could now see from Domtron Wazowski just naturally take the lead here. It's going to be a very tough challenge, though. Can Domtron Wazowski actually overtake Chase Elliott now? Well, we're going to have to see, because Froito Bobbin, he is no longer in sight anymore. Froito Bobbin is gone. Well, for now at least. Who knows? Froito Bobbin, he could sneak his way up through the pack and possibly take the lead from here, but we're going to have to see what happens with that. But here is Domtron Wazowski. Now in second place, leading rookie Christopher Bell. And Domtron, he's going to attempt... Oh! Not so much, not so fast though. Christopher Bell is going to now take in the inside lane. And now Domtron's going to get pushed back a interesting amount. But yeah, it looks like these guys have separated themselves from these guys back here. Wow, look at that. Some of these guys still here. Look at that! Froito Bobbin! He was doing so well, but then he just lost it all. That is not a super good day for Froito Bobbin. Although here we are back up here, looks like that Domtron Wazowski. Oh, look at that! Christopher Bell boxes Chase Elliott up the racetrack. That's gonna put Christopher Bell in first place. So that answers the question. Yes, it is possible to overtake leaders now. And now Christopher Bell, the rookie, is now leading. How cool is this? For the first time in the race, a series regular is leading the race. And Domtron Wazowski is second. Ooh, we could see Domtron Wazowski put on a show, really. I mean, even though Froito Bobbin has slacked quite a bit, if Domtron Wazowski were to win this race, it would really put a smile on Froito Bobbin's face and signal a bright future for Domtron Wazowski. Yep. Domtron in his first start, yet already making moves to be the next great driver. But Domtron Wazowski, he's now going to have to overtake Christopher Bell, though. Although now, we'll see if Domtron Wazowski would then be able to keep the lead. Or maybe Domtron is trying a strategy. Maybe he's just trying to just wait patiently to overtake Christopher Bell. Maybe Domtron Wazowski will take the lead at the very end of the race and then win it. We'll have to see, though. Although, that does mean that Domtron will have to keep his position and not let drivers like Kyle Larson do that. Oh, man! Domtron made a bit of a mistake there, though. That's going to allow Kyle Larson and Chase Elliott to take the positions away. Oh, dear. Things have slightly fallen apart for Domtron. It looks like, must have been a commentator's curse right there. And Domtron now falling back to fourth. Oh, but could fall back to fifth now. Edward's going to get underneath him for position. Yet remember here, Domtron and Edward are battling for points. Actually, that's a lie. And so is Christopher Bell. Here's Christopher Bell, the rookie, now leading in the race. Although Christopher Bell is going to have to try to keep it together if he's going to win in his first ever career start in this. Actually, that's a lie. Some say that Christopher Bell did make some Siemens National Series starts last year, but this is his first ever full season. So Christopher Bell's got to try his best, though. Meanwhile, Chase Elliott's going to get underneath Kyle Larson, and it looks like the Domtron Wazowski, he's making his way back up through the field in a way, or at least, well, almost, though he's going to have to get past Edward and Kyle Larson. I mean, Domtron, he could do it, or he could do it. 10 laps to go in the race. Don't worry, this race isn't over yet. Something could very well turn this race right around. And who really knows? But, I mean, it could happen. Anything's possible here at these plate tracks. This is Daytona. This is Froito Bobbin's favorite track in the entire world. Not just because it's a great track to drive, but because it produces some very crazy results. Such as the fact that Domtron Wazowski's in fourth still. I mean, you know. Here is Domtron. He is trying his best to try to take the position away, but it's not easy, not even in the slightest. Christopher Bell, Christopher Bell is leading the race, but Domtron Wazowski, he could take that position back at some point soon. Although, of course, that only matters for sure if Domtron Wazowski can actually seal the deal and win the race. It is possible, but he's gonna have to try really, really hard. It's now series regulars top three now, being Christopher Bell, Edward, and Domtron Wazowski, while the Cup Series drivers, Kyle Larson and Chase Elliott, are now falling back a significant amount. Interesting. The series regulars, they want to win this race. Question is, who is going to be able to do it? Here comes Domtron Wazowski on the move. He's going to go underneath Edward, and Dom's going to take the place away. Now that's going to put Domtron up to second. Here he goes, Domtron doing his best to try to take the lead now. Although, like I said earlier, Domtron, he's now gonna have to try the strategic move and overtake Christopher Bell at the right time. Because if Domtron overtakes Christopher Bell too soon or too late, it's gonna cost him. Oh, but here comes Kyle Larson now officially taking the inside lane. Man, oh man, Domtron. It seems that Domtron though, he's not so great at keeping the inside lane. Whenever someone goes underneath him, they can take that position away, and Domtron winds up losing it. I mean, Domtron, he's trying his best, but this isn't easy. Certainly not easy, you know. Here comes Chase Elliott going beneath Kyle Larson. Oh, that's not really no surprise. That's just two Cup drivers doing their best. I'm just going to say that's the reason why Froito Bobbin hasn't put Domtron Wazowski and Russell Dave into the Cup cars just yet, you know. Froito Bobbin, he does plan on putting Domtron Wazowski and Russell Dave into at Toboggan Motorsports in the Cup Series next year, but Froito Bobbin, he specifically put Domtron and Russell in the Siemens National Series just to make sure that they were worth of a spot. Domtron, he is proving it though, as Chase Elliott is going to get underneath Christopher Bell. Wow, Chase Elliott, the Cup driver, taking back the position. Now, I'm going to make it hard to overtake him though. Here comes Edward. He's now going to have to be the person that overtakes Chase Elliott. Oh, well, it looks like Domtron's going to go underneath Edward. That's going to make it 3 wide for second place. Look at that, Domtron. He is already making daring moves, man, Domtron. This is only his first race, but he's Domtron. He's just driving it like he stole it in a way. Yeah, but Domtron, he's gonna have to do it soon though. This race, it's not over yet, but you know, it's not over until it's over. But Domtron doing his best to take down Chase Elliott and maybe put a series regular in the victory lane. I'm stumbling over my words a bit there, but just try to ignore that. But here goes Domtron Wazowski now trying to chase down Chase Elliott. Oh, but Domtron makes the same mistake again, letting Kyle Larson and Edward through. Man, what is up with Domtron Wazowski? You know, like, he can hold the inside lane, but when somebody gets underneath him, Domtron just falls right off. You would think that Domtron would go underneath him to keep the position, but oh dear, Domtron. Early days yet. Early days indeed. You know? I bet you, if this pack never ran to those lap cars, Froito Bobbin would probably still be in first place right now, so it all depends on experience, you know. If you're a really good plate racer with a really powerful car, you will keep the lead for a long amount of time, but if you're only so powerful like these guys here in the top 5, it's not easy to hold the lead. We have seen several lead changes ever since Froito Bobbin got stuck in that pack of cars. And you see here comes Edward. Now moving up through the field. Edward now just about to take second place. He's taking second place. But here comes Domtron, third place. Man, Domtron, he is going to have to try very hard to be in first place and stay there by the time that the checkered flag comes out. I mean, even though Froito Bobbin will still be very impressed with how good that Domtron's done in his first race, but Domtron, however, he wants to win this race now. Domtron, he's in a good spot to do it. He just has to seal the deal. Now Domtron has to pass 3 cars to do so, though, being Kyle Larson, Edward, and Chase Elliott. Although it would be a good point state for Domtron, as he is now in second place in the technically in the point standings right now. I mean, this is the first race, but if the race were to end now, Domtron would be scored second in the point standings. Oh, but here comes Kyle Larson now going underneath Edward. And now Domtron, he's gonna have to see, but Domtron not quite able to get to the inside lane in time. Christopher Bell is gonna take that position away from him. Meanwhile, Chase Elliott still leading in the race. Look at that. And now it looks like Christopher Bell is gonna take the lead as the leading series regular. Dear oh dear. I mean, it's certainly not a bad day for tomorrow's. Oh, but Domtron, wow, Domtron all the way on the outside lane. Yep. Domtron seems to be falling off a slight bit as the race progresses along. Domtron trying his absolute best to keep the position, but you know, it's just not easy. It's not easy. But here's Kyle Larson. He could take down Chase Elliott. The race is nearly over. Who's gonna win here at Daytona? Is Chase Elliott gonna hold it, or is Kyle Larson gonna make a last lap or a last minute pass for the win? Or maybe someone else could do it. Who really knows? Oh, here comes Christopher Bell going underneath Kyle Larson, and at the same time, Domtron Wazowski is underneath Edward, but Chase Elliott's going to keep the lead. Only 2 laps to go in the race. Something could happen or something could not happen. Man, Thompson, he's gonna have to have a really lucky shot to win. I mean, it's still possible at this point in the race, despite the fact that we only have 1.5 lap to go. But Christopher Bell, however, unless... Oh, here he goes! Christopher Bell taking the lead. Here he goes, Christopher Bell, you know. We've actually done a bit of research in a way. Well, not actually research, but, you know, just pretend. Christopher Bell, apparently he actually won in the Siemens National Series race last year. Man, could Christopher Bell end it off with a win here at Daytona? 1 lap to go, sponsored by Credit One Bank. Here's Dom Wazowski on the low line, and here goes Dom Wazowski attempting to take the lead. Here he goes, Dom Wazowski. He's doing his best, Dom. He is, man, Dom, he must be sweating in there. Dom Wazowski, he has a great shot to win this race, but he just has to pass Christopher Bell. It could happen. Oh, but here comes Edwin on the inside lane, but it looks like Dom's gonna do it right for once and hold the position slightly. He's got, Domtron trying his best to keep the position. But here's Christopher Bell in first place. Domtron, he could make a last minute decision to take down Christopher Bell. It might not happen too soon though. It looks like Christopher Bell off of turn number 4. Everyone is jockeying for a position. But it's Christopher Bell winning the Grand Tour 300 at Daytona. That was a race. That was a race and a half. Christopher Bell, in his rookie season, first full-time season in the NASCAR Siemens National Series, starts off the season with a win at Daytona. That is something that any driver would want to have, but it's going to be handed to, or it's going to be given to, well, I shouldn't say that, it's going to be earned by Christopher Bell today. You know, I don't know what was I thinking with those phrases, but Christopher Bell. What a show. But Christopher Bell wins the day. Christopher Bell, that's his second career NASCAR Siemens National Series win. What a race. You know, if the field never caught up to those pack of cars, Floyd Bobbin would probably be the winner. But Floyd Bobbin just lost it as soon as he reached that pack. And we got a winner that is fresh out of the crop. Christopher Bell. Man, he's going to be celebrating this for a while now. But overall, it's a great way to start the season for pretty much everyone. Dom Wazowski, Floyd Bobbin came 8th. Oh, look at that. Russell David is Tobon Motorsports to come 9th. So a top 10 overall for Tobon Motorsports. So overall, a top 10 or a top day for Tobon Motorsports. All Tobon Motorsports are finished in top 10. Some of the drivers not so lucky though. Oh dear. Some drivers not off to the best start, as we can see here. And the field is now just coming onto pit road. And that's everyone on pit road. What a race from Daytona. But now it's time to take a look at the finishing results. Christopher Bell is going to win the day off here at Daytona with Tobon Motorsports team driver Dom Wazowski coming in second. Floyd Bobbin is definitely going to be proud with this. Meanwhile, we have Edwin in third, Chase Elliott 4th, Kyle Larson 5th, Tyler Reddick 6th, Joey Logano 7th, Floyd Bobbin 8th, Russell David 9th, Daniel Suarez 10th, Nia 11th, Henry at 12th, Michael Annette 13th, Tom Majeski 14th, Elliott Tyler 15th, Eric Unroll 16th, Brandon Jones 17th, Ryan Reed 18th, Justin Allgaier 19th, Cole Custer 20th, Matt Tiff 21st, Winston Rimmer 22nd, Ryan Sieg 23rd, Shane Lamb 24th, Garrett Smithley 25th, Ernie Irvin 27th, Mitch Bronson 27th, Ross Chastain 28th, Vinny Miller 29th, Jeremy Clemens 30th, Dan DeMonte 31st, and Bob Burner 32nd, and Ty Dillon dead last. Wow. Camshaft failure, I suppose. Talk about that. You have a failed camshaft before the race even starts. A terrible start to the season for Ty Dillon. He's going to have a long way to go if he wants to even get close to winning this championship. But that is all from Daytona, at least for this race. Next up is the one only Daytona 500. But Christopher Bell is going to be celebrating this win for a while, at least until next week in the next race. And same for Dom Wazowski. He's going to be getting quite a bit of praise from Floyd Bobbin, despite the fact that Russell David just finished behind Floyd Bobbin. Russell David, still a good day for him. But enough rambling. That is all for this video. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next video.